Hello everyone, it's me Gretchen again, and in my presentation today I'm going to be talking about reflecting feelings in play therapy. I'm going to be sharing my experiences in practicing this and then sharing my reflection. So today's presentation is going to include 2 short video demonstrations using my nephew again as my volunteer. I'm first going to walk through what I did, and then what I noticed, and then what I learned along the way at my reflection. So as I learned in class, reflecting feelings is a powerful part of play therapy. It's about showing the child that you see and hear not just what they're doing, but how they might be feeling potentially. It helps the child feel safe, accepted, and better able to understand and express their emotions. So this skill requires close attention to the child's tone of voice, facial expressions, play behavior, and as well as their body language. So some of the guidelines I followed, similar to last video, is that I kept in mind to notice tone, expression, and shifts in behavior. I also reminded myself not to jump to conclusions about what Carter was feeling. Instead, I did my best to be gentle and to have tentative reflections to see if they resonated with Carter. Pushing too hard or leading can interrupt the child's process and make them feel misunderstood or pressured. And especially with Carter's age, I wanted to be more gentle with this because he's more susceptible to what I'm saying. So again, like I said, my 2.5-year-old nephew Carter was my volunteer. His mom, my sister, was again made aware that this was for skills practice only, and it was for educational purpose, and it wasn't clinical in any way. For the first video, I had her sign a consent, and I had her sign another consent for this video, just to make sure. And Carter was great again. With this, he did a great job. Oh, you're putting your apples in the truck?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Down, down, down.
Did you put the pillows on the puppy?
Yeah. Yes.
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 That make you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saying hi to the puppy. Giving the puppy pets. Does that make you happy? Yeah? Are the animals over there? Your dad drives an orange truck?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that is cool.
Oh no, it does.
Oh, the pillow fell.
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Apples.
Putting apples in there?
Yes.
Yeah. Your dad drives a truck like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? But it's orange. Yeah.
No.
No, it's not orange? Your dad drives an orange truck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that his truck?
Yeah.
Yeah. You giving him apples?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top. That.
Does your dad like apples?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you getting in the car with him? Is that you driving the truck? Is that Dad driving the truck?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is Dada driving? Does it make you happy that Dada drives a truck? Are you happy that Dada drives a truck?
Oh, more shirts.
Yeah?
More shirts.
More goes on there.
More.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, Cheerio. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Are you sad that Dada drives a truck? No?
No.
No? Are you happy? You don't know?
Oh, no.
You don't know? Okay. Okay. Why are you picking the book apart? Yeah? You damaging the book? Oh, you're hitting the truck.
Yeah.
Do you not like the truck?
Yeah.
You don't like the truck?
Yeah.
You like it? Okay. Does the truck make you happy? Yeah. Does the truck make you angry? Truck. Oh, you're using the truck's arm. You fixing it? You fixing the truck with the fire truck? The hose. Yeah. You watering down the truck?
I know.
No? Yeah. You filling it up? Okay, so there's a lot going on in this clip. But in this first clip, in the beginning, we see Carter get very excited and very enthusiastically say, like, basically, like, I asked him if he's happy about the dog, and he responds, yeah, and, like, is very excited. A lot of his facial expressions, his movements, his tone of voice is really along with that. And he's very enthusiastic about it. And later on in the video is where my skills need a lot of fine-tuning, because Carter is 2.5, and a lot of things I'm saying he's not fully understanding. So I started to ask if his dad being a truck driver reflected happiness or sadness, and I don't think that was really cognitive in his head. Again, he's 2.5. So I noticed this is where I was starting to lead. Carter wasn't going along with it though, which was good. I wasn't doing it intentionally, but I wasn't really looking for, like, oh, does it make you... I wasn't looking for, like, oh, are you sad that your dad's a truck driver? I was more or less just trying to find an emotion with his dad driving a truck, because usually I'll say, oh, does it make you sad that your dad drives a truck? And he'll go, no, because he loves that his dad drives a truck. He loves the truck his dad drives. So I guess I was looking for more of that reaction. I wasn't looking for it on a deeper level, but this again was trying to explore emotions that he might not be ready for, or ready to fully present, or just in general, like, that opens up another floodgate of things I wasn't initially intending to do until I looked back and reflected. So I added this in because I thought it was really important and a big learning lesson for me as a counselor, to learn to, whoa, you gotta hold back, like, especially when working with kids. It's not like you're working with an adult and they can cognitively, fully understand what you're saying or the deeper meaning behind something you're saying. And again, there wasn't any deeper meaning intended here, but we can see clearly that there is a deeper meaning to it. So continuing on, As I said, this clip really became a key learning experience for me, and that's why I wanted to make sure I included it. Because yes, it's not the best demonstration of my skills. I had a lot of other clips where my skills were a lot better, but I wanted to add in where my skills were really lacking and where I had to learn, and where I look back and I was like, oh, kind of cringing watching this. And even this time I was kind of cringing, like, oh, it's like really pushy, you know. So something I noticed is that Carter's play became more intense in this scene, or in this recording, and I responded by reflecting at what I saw. So I went back to tracking, and so for example, he started hitting the truck, or he started picking at the book and ripping it apart, and I was curious if he was frustrated because I kept asking him a similar question, or what possibly could it have been. So I kind of like deterred from the subject, and just kind of went a different way to see if his play would change. And his play changed a little bit. It was a little bit milder, but he still had that aggression. And I'm not quite sure why he was irritated, but I could tell he was definitely irritated with me, or my questioning, and he just wanted to play. And this showed me how easily it is to unintentionally lead the play, and just kind of get caught away with yourself. Because in the moment, I wasn't really reflecting on all these things. In the moment, I thought I was doing okay. I was, in the moment with the child. I didn't even think about the camera. And I also realized that sometimes just being present and just tracking, like going back to tracking even when you're reflecting on the child's emotions, is really important, to try to take a break and not to try to continuously reflect what they're feeling, because it can become excessive and a lot for the child. So next we're going to go into our second clip. Oh, using the windshield wipers on the truck. Beep, beep. Is that because it's raining?
Yes.
Yeah.
A far rain.
Yeah.
A far. A far.
Oh, okay.
A far.
Yeah.
A far.
I see the rain.
Making rain.
Yeah, do you like the rain?
Yeah.
Does the rain make you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the rain too. You watching the rain? I'm jumping. Jumping, jumping, jumping. Jumping on the couch. Is jumping fun? Oh, you're gonna jump there? Okay. Okay, so in this second clip, I firstly want to address that limit setting in these two clips was definitely needed. First for him ripping apart the book, and second for him jumping on the couch. That was pretty dangerous. In this video where the couch is, where he's jumping on, there's a big glass window there, so you can see outside. And during this, there was a thunderstorm going on during recording. That's why he was looking out the window and kind of like on the couch like that. So in this second clip, Carter was distracted by the sound of the rain and the thunder. So as I said, we had a massive thunderstorm come through, and I tried to do my best to incorporate that into the play by asking him about it and using it to explore how he felt about the rain, because I know thunder can sometimes scare kids, and sometimes in Carter's case it can excite them and make them happy. And in this case I wanted to explore how he felt. So when he said he liked the rain, I reflected that feeling, and I added that I liked it too. It helped create a moment of connection for us, just something small, just over rain, but it's something that could help the therapeutic relationship. As he became more physically active, like jumping and moving around, I did my best to reflect his joy by saying things like, "Oh, jumping is fun, you like jumping." Do you like jumping? To try to get his emotional state, and this kind of felt a lot more natural, and especially compared to the first clip. This was a very accurate reflection of his emotional state in the moment, and he was going along with it, and he was happy, and he was excited to answer me. And this again was a learning experience for me of not making the client uncomfortable, and this being a safe place for the client to be in. So a few of these things I've already went over, but overall, I still have noticed a few patterns in my practice. I often, instead of in my tracking, have statements, I'm still asking questions rather than stating the facts or stating feelings. I'm asking questions, especially when I'm unsure, because I don't want to lead, and I'm not 100% sure how to work on this, because I'm not sure if it's okay to ask questions like when I'm tracking, or if I'm more supposed to just lay back and just observe and say word for word what's happening, almost in a sense, a little bit summarized. But I guess I want to get it right. And I notice sometimes my attempts to clarify with Carter were actually like pulling him away from the experience and making it not the best environment for him to be in. So this is definitely something I need to work on. And I saw how sensitive and unthoughtful that reflecting needs to be. So it's not just about me saying, are you happy, Dad, as a truck driver? Are you sad, Dad, as a truck driver? I need to watch more and listen closely about what he's expressing and trying to mirror that, because he was expressing uncomfortability for sure. When you watch that clip, you can go back and see that. And then he gets angry or upset because he starts destroying the book and hitting his truck. And that's something I need to do as a counselor. So being curious is a good thing, but I need to definitely slow down and let him lead. So overall, reflecting feelings is much harder than it seems. And it's not just with young children, it is with adults as well, but it is especially difficult with young children. At least for me it is. And this practice really challenged me in all the right ways, so I wanted to make sure I reflected that when I did my videos and when I did my reflection, just to express that, hey, like, I'm learning, and I didn't get this perfect on the first or second or third, fourth, fifth time. And reflecting feelings is not, it's not a straightforward process, especially when we're talking about with young children. I mean, Carter's 2.5. He's on the younger end, and this is just a skills that I have to develop as a counselor. I learned how important timing, tone, and my emotional presence is. I also gained more confidence in my ability, going back and looking at this and saying, oh, I'm doing this wrong. Like, I'm learning what I'm doing wrong, and therefore it's helping me gain more confidence in my ability to recognize children's emotions. Like I did with Carter here, I noticed he was uncomfortable, and then I can remember that for my next time when I have a client who's uncomfortable, and kind of back up and let them lead and stay with that child's experience, whether it's unclear or complicated, just letting them have the space that they need to have. So thank you all for listening again and watching. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your tips and tricks. I'd love to hear if you've been through the same experience as me, or if this is just more a me thing. That's okay. I have to work on it. But yeah, I just want to grow in this, and I appreciate the opportunity. So I hope you'll have a great day. Thank you.